Okay, the company in India, one of them.
I cannot properly get you. Repeat again.
So company name.
Company name for which company? What is the manufacturing manufactured by this company? That is router and switches, right? Networking router and switches.
Yes, sir.
So it is the very renowned company, the router and switches. Without these two different components, network actually cannot be established actually. Okay. So we will discuss about the what actually we will do through these classes actually. If you want to get a little bit or more about know about the networking part, uh, but we will do the advanced part also altogether, like different components. I told about the router and switch. What is the router? What is the function of the router? What is the function of the different switches? We will learn when we should use the router and when we should use the switches to construct a particular network. Another different components also, the cables, the connector, another different firewalls also should be used to secure our network after constructing a physical network. There are some topologies are there, some protocols are there. We will discuss about those things. And also the very important part is the IP addressing part. Uh, all of you need to understand the IP addressing part and the advanced IP addressing part, that is called the VLSN. So we need to understand about those things. Uh, Today we will do a little bit interactive communication. Okay, so you can. It will be better if you respond unmuting yourself. So, what is IP addressing?
Sir, this is the unique address given to each and every device that we use so that we can, I mean, locate them or we can have make connection with them. And
Good.
IP's full form is Internet. Yes, sir.
Two versions also are there, correct?
IPv4, IPv6.
Exactly. Do you know IPv6 about IPv6? What is this? Actually? ও নেটের সুইচটা অন করতে হবে। নেটের সুইচটা নেট লাগবে? What is IPv6? Tell me. দিচ্ছি। হুম। Any idea? Any idea? Tell me anyone.
স্যার IPv4 এর কম্বিনেশন শেষ হয়ে গেছে, তাই হয়তো IPv6 ইন্ট্রোডিউস করা হয়েছে। মোর নাম্বার অফ লাইক অ্যালফাবেটস আছে, ABCD করেও ইনক্লুডেড থাকছে, কেন কি IPv4 এ শুধু নাম্বার থাকছিল, তো অল দ্য পসিবল কম্বিনেশনস আর এক্সস্টেড বাই নাও। ওটা একটা হতে পারে।
And also we can say कि जो IPv4 है that is for the I mean local area, I guess we can say like that, but the IPv6 is the all over internet worldwide. That is the addressing.
Good to hear it. Good to hear it. That is, you are telling about the public IP. Okay, so all are the public IP.
Yes, sir.
In respect of IPv6, yes, and also this is correct about in the year 2007, the IPv4, whatever IPv4 address can be accommodated to configure the different hosted to connect with the internet. So it has been totally exhausted. So that's why the IPv6 has been implemented. But till now in India, we are using the IPv4 format till now. Just 1 minute. Okay. So as per the IPv4, we will discuss at first the IPv4. Then we will switch to IPv6 option. So as per the IPv4, there are two type of addresses are there. One is the public IP, another is the private IP. So the public IP and the private IP. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 So one is the public and private IP. What is the public IP and private IP?
So public IP is basically like if we talk of globally, like if anyone in other global in any part of the world want to send anything to any of the hosts, then at that case public IP will be required. But private IP is a case like suppose we're like we're contained in a particular network. So in that case we can use private IPs. And the case is that if we're having public IP, then in that case each of the public IP must be unique. But in case of private, like two different if suppose we have two different networks, then two different networks can have like similar private IPs within the network.
Excellent. Excellent. Good. I want to make it more simpler. That is, using the public IP only we can get the internet connectivity. Using
Yes, sir.
using the private IP we cannot. Private IP only can be provided by the different internal network administrator of a company to form a LAN, local area network. Let's having 5, 10 different computers in a small office or at your home. To communicate with each other, we can configure manually. We can configure the private IP. So on that case, those computers cannot be connected with the internet. But in the public IP, yes, we can connect with the internet. Everybody having the internet connectivity and got the public IP. And on that case, public IP is always unique, and it is only can be distributed by the kind of ISP. So if you want to connect with the internet, you just apply for ISP and one connectivity. They will provide you one connection with one public IP. So using that particular public IP, you can connect with the internet. Okay, good thing. But now I'm telling one scenario which is there at your home. That is, you are connected. We were having the internet connectivity at your home. They have provided, means ISP have provided one internet connectivity, and it is configured into your wireless router, correct? So you are purchasing only one public IP, but you are getting connectivity from your different internal devices, like multiple laptop, multiple mobiles from your desktop. But you means multiple devices, through multiple devices you are getting internet connectivity, but you have purchased only one public IP. How it is going on? Any idea?
So can you please repeat the question?
So কোশ্চেনটাই বুঝলাম না।
বুঝবেন না। To get the internet connectivity, if you have applied for the connection to any ISP, maybe Airtel, maybe Jio, maybe whatever, maybe local cable network also. What they do actually, they give a one connection, correct, at your home, and it is connected with your wireless device, that is a wireless router. So one connection they are giving actually means one public IP they are giving. And think, using the one public IP, only from one device can get the internet connectivity. Using the one public IP, from multiple devices, you are not get connectivity with the internet connection. But what we actually do with this particular internet connectivity, which is there connected into the wireless device, wireless router, we are getting connectivity from my two mobiles, from my laptop, from other multiple laptop also. Means from multiple devices, internal devices, we are getting connectivity with the internet, but we are purchasing only one public IP. How it is going on? Am I clear now?
Yes, so it is basically possible due to collaboration of private and public ones. Like if I give an example in this case, suppose as you said that we are using only one IP address. What's happening actually is that like within a suppose I'm speaking within a building, suppose there are 3 or 4 people who are trying to access internet using only one only one IP address. So in that case, what happens? Internally, there is another one what do you say a, like a big host, or you can say big computer, like through through which all those mobile phones and everything are connected. So actually what is happening, whatever we want, whatever we want to communicate, we are actually communicating to that big computer, and that big computer actually sending that information to internet through that only one IP address, or only one IP address that is allotted to it. Or anything if you want to accept, and then first the things which you want to accept, that comes into that big computer, and from that the big computer identifies that this information is sent for whom, and according to that he sends to that host. So in this way the communication is done.
Yes, sir, and I will like add more point into it. That is the
Yes, yes.
very purpose of the router. Actually, router has the purpose of routing things. So whatever devices we have in our internal network, router knows all of them. Their IP addresses, their private IPs, router has access to them. Now, if you are making some request, the request will go from my mobile device to the router. The router will route it towards the internet and get the response and return it to my mobile phone from where the request came.
স্যার রাউটারের কাছে তো একটা রেঞ্জ অফ আইপি আছে আইএসপি থেকে, তারপরে
না
রাউটারটার ভিতরে
এইটা রেঞ্জ অফ আইপি আইএসপি থেকে আসে না, আইএসপি থেকে একটাই আইপিএস এর রাউটারে কনফিগার করা থাকে। তারপর বলো।
তো ওই একটা হ্যাশ টেবিল মেইনটেইন করে রাউটার ইন্টারনালি, তারপরে যখন যেটা খালি থাকে সেটাতে অ্যালট করে দেয় আইপি।
সেটা আমরা তো এখানে এরকমও বলতে পারি like they are one internal router and another one is like external router. So external router actually sending the things to the internal router, and internal router তারপরে মানে internal router মানে যে পাবলিক বা what you say like private network আছে, ও মানে internal router private networkটাকে ম্যানেজ করছে, এবং প্রাইভেট নেটওয়ার্কিং এর মধ্যে স্পেসিফিক্যালি কিছু আইপি অ্যাড্রেস থাকবে ওইখানে নিশ্চয়ই। তো ইন দ্যাট কেস প্রাইভেট নেটওয়ার্ক যখন মানে কোনো পাবলিকলি কোনো কেউ যদি ওই মানে সাপোজ আইপি অ্যাড্রেস যখন পাঠাবে, তখন সাপোজ ফার্স্ট অফ অল ওই ইন্টারনাল রাউটার কাছে আসবে, এবং ইন্টারনাল রাউটার তারপরে অ্যাজ পার দি প্রাইভেট আইপি অ্যাড্রেস অনুযায়ী তারপরে তাকে পাঠিয়ে দেবে। এভাবে
Sir, but I will digress with this point. We have internal and out external router. I guess router is only one. There is nothing like internal and external. I mean, router is handling task of both of them in itself.
Actually, there are more than one routers. Like if you see, if you want to send anything to any person, actually your data goes through multiple routers. So because if you send from one router directly the sender, then the signal will go down. So the message actually won't reach there. So and also if you see that our world is too big. Okay, so if we see like there are multiple hosts, so a particular router cannot like send everything to every person. Limitations is there. So like one router having only certain host, and he sends to another router like to direction. Like if I say like suppose you're living in you have 3 buildings. Okay, like suppose you're living in Kolkata. Okay, and in Kolkata suppose there are 4 divisions. Okay, so Kolkata divided into 4 parts, and suppose in each part suppose is having one router. So if in this case, like if only one router is present in this case, so like suppose there are 1 lakh people, so all 1 lakh people will be communicating through one router only. Like one router will be sending information to one router, like one host will be sending information to one router, and that router will be sent to another people. So within that, so actually router will be managing 1 lakh people. So if we divide this one routing only to 4 paths, then the like traffic will be go down a little bit. So our data can travel much more faster in that case.
Just see the
Sir,
chat.
to be honest,
Just see
yeah,
the chat.
everything went above my head. Okay.
It means like suppose it's something like dividing the works. Like if you are giving a work to only one person, so it will work. But if you divide the same work into multiple persons, then the same work can be done a little faster. Also, the load upon that person will be reduced, so the efficiency of the doing the work will be much more higher.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I guess you're talking about the entire world scope. Ki we have to have multiple routers in that case. But sir has said in the chat ki we can translate our private IP to public IP through the router, I guess, and also when we are getting response, the it provides the private IP to the internet devices.
Actually, see, we have purchased only one public IP, but we are getting
Yes, sir.
connectivity from multiple devices, internal multiple devices. So that on that case, the public IP will be shared by the number of multiple devices which are connected, which wants to connect with the internet. So that public IP will be shared. This particular process is called the netting, network address translation. So netting option is enabled in your wireless devices, which is directly connected with the internet, or you told big computer. Not needed by big computer, but normal computer can also fulfill the purpose. On that case, if you use one normal computer, on that case, two LAN card need to be connected on that device, on that your computer. One will be connected directly with the public IP, means internet, and another will be means another LAN card need to use to connect with the private network devices. Okay, so these things, these two LAN card will communicate with each other to transfer data from internal to external, and from external to internal devices. So that is called actually the netting. So netting need to be enabled.
So I have a question
And
like
on that case, if someone told about the speed, in respect of speed, yes, speed, whatever, if the internal devices will be huge, on that case, let's say whatever number of internal devices will be connected with the using the one public IP, the speed will be shared by, divided by the internal devices. So if the internal devices are huge, then the speed will decrease.
yes, sir. So in that case, the central hub or the main computer which is translating that IP address, so that computer must be like having good hardware system, no? Because or like good network cables, bigger number of like so the bandwidth that is provided or the speed that is given to an individual computer, that can be like better. Like if we're connecting like multiple computers, multiple hosts, a
Not
normal
needed, not needed, not needed. That computer hardware comparisons or processors speed should be based. Not needed. Actually, what happened? The two LAN card will communicate. The bridging should be there. The two LAN cards should be communicate with each other. And nowadays, all the LAN cards are gigabit Ethernet port. Means 1 Gbps connectivity data transfer rates are there. So it is sufficient. The two LAN cards should be 1 Gbps. Whatever speed should manage by your LAN card, the performance should be based on that only. Not any hardware component else will depend about this connectivity or about this process. Actually, a simple, very simple processor is sufficient.
So, sir,
Yes,
it's like I
Yes,
can
I was
also have.
talking about that only. Like, okay.
Tell me.
Yes, sir. So it's like we can, I suppose I have Raspberry Pi, so it is only having 1 GB RAM. I can make it like a router. I mean, make it behave like.
You can, but only the main thing is the two LAN cards should be there. One for
Okay.
public connectivity, one for private connectivity.
Excuse
That's
me,
all.
sir. Sir, can I say something, sir?
Yes, tell me.
Sir, as it is the first class of networking, so some of us is don't know what is networking from scratch. So it is sound like a podcast. If you are questioning someone, cross questioning there too. So can you please teach it from scratch? Because for someone it is really.
So that's the same request from my side.
হ্যাঁ স্যার একটু বেশি এগিয়ে চলে গেছি স্যার আমরা
Sir,
মনে যেন
sir,
স্টুডেন্ট
actually,
মিলে পডকাস্ট করছে একটা
sir, exactly,
It is
sir.
really sounding like a podcast. So can you please start it from scratch again? And it is really like your PPT is not scrolling. You are not scrolling your PPT from 30 minutes. So you can understand what I'm saying. So
Yeah, it's our fault as well. We made it a GD like.
It's not your fault, Sahil. We have been noticing since past 20 minutes. Only you and Sabyasachi is doing the class, and we are not. You
Yeah, I
must
think
even
we got
take
carried away. I
concern.
think
Some people must not know these subjects. Keep your doubt to yourself after the class. Please ask. You might be knowing extreme amount of computer networking, but we don't.
Yes,
okay, sir, you can take time
Cool,
to ask
cool,
questions, sir,
we
after the
have
class.
Cool down.
Yes, I apologize. I'm really sorry for that. Like, I got
Not-
carried away. I think I'm really sorry for that.
Not needed actually. See, cool down everybody. This is the first class. So that on that case, I roughly discuss about the whatever I will be taught. We will be taught into class, into this board. I will discuss everything else. And from the next class, very scrap, I told very beginning to very advanced level I will do. So it is the just discussion session I want to do. Means what you know up to now. Because if you know something means very basic, I don't want to waste something time
Sir,
same thing. Okay?
sorry to
It's
interrupt.
okay, sir, but
Sorry
it
to
was going a
interrupt,
bit
sir.
long.
Actually, I know this is the first class, but whatever Sahil and Sabyasachi, or I'm not extreme now, sorry to mention the names, but whatever you all are discussing, honestly, it's getting like it's tangent.
I
Over
know
the head.
Rajrupa. I have seen that 2 or 3 people are responding. Nothing else.
Because we don't know, sir. What shall we
Exactly,
respond?
I know it, Rajrupa. Please cool down. I know it. I want to do everything. Whoever else know, I don't want to those who don't know. I am there.
And sir, your sound is also coming very very slowly. I mean, you are sitting very far away from the mic. It feels like that.
Okay, that is a different thing. Am I make you understand that what I am want to do?
Sure.
I will do very beginning. Just 1 minute. Yes. Be cool down. I will do everything else from very beginning. I don't expect that the computer network, everybody know about the computer networking except some people. Okay. So I will do everything else. Means see, if you want to see my slide, I have not 30 minutes. Another 30 minutes also will be do. So these things actually I will do. These things, okay. So don't worry. Now I want to know. Do you know about the? Have you seen the switch?
No, sir.
Actually, see. কি আবার কথা বলছে? Okay. Another type of addresses are there. Yes, IP address will be done. Another type of addresses are there. Do you know what is this?
It's a MAC address.
Exactly. Let me open another slide. The main thing is that for computer networking, the networking devices, it means this is not that the computer will be the networking devices only, but there are so many devices are there, like your printer, like your scanner, CCTV, camera also are the networking devices. A storage also a networking devices. So it means they can be connected with the network to send receive data, to send receive information. So one networking devices, the main thing, the main component for the network is the network interface card. That is called the LAN card. Nowadays, this LAN card, the internal network device, internal network interface card, actually, this card is available now in the market. The PCMCIA card also is obsoleted actually. So this card, that is the external device, external NIC card, need to be connected into your motherboard using a slot that is called the PCI slot. But nowadays, every motherboard having the internal NIC card inbuilt is there. Okay, so this is the main thing, so that that particular connector using this particular card can be connected with the internet. So whatever address, that is the main component. Okay, now this component is connected and works properly. Now I need to provide some kind of address, IP address, and another is the MAC address. So these, what do you think? What do you think? IP address, I am setting one IP address for my computer. Is it for my computer? Where I should configure this particular address? The whole computer address, IP address, I am giving 192.168.10.1. So is it for the whole computer address? What do you think?
No, sir.
Actually not. I'm configuring this particular address to my LAN card. If you change your LAN card, then address will be changed. So this, whatever address, IP address or MAC address, these two address will be configured into my LAN card. IP address, that is called the logical address, and MAC address, that is called the physical address. If you go, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. How to stop share? Stop sharing. I'm sharing my whole screen. Open the command prompt. That is called ipconfig. If you go to the command prompt, ipconfig, enter, you can check my IP is this, means IPv4 address is this. Okay. Now, if you put the command ipconfig/all, ipconfig/all, find out the Ethernet port. That is Ethernet adapter interface. The physical address, can you see? This is my MAC address. This is the MAC address. This is called the physical address. And my logical address is this. IPv4 address is this. Means every component, means your mobile devices also, having the MAC address, having the IP address. The LAN card are two types. First is the wired LAN card, can be connected through the wire. I will show you the wire, different networking wire, and can be wireless LAN card, so that the wirelessly you can connect your mobile having only the wireless LAN card, your laptop having the wireless LAN card, having the wired LAN card. It means laptop having two types of LAN card. You can connect
So
laptop.
can you please explain what is this LAN card?
That is the network interface card. That is the network interface card. Do you have laptop or a desktop computer?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what is there? Desktop or laptop?
It's a laptop.
Laptop. Just inside of your laptop, you just find out one, just like a square hole is there. 8 pins will be there. Okay. So on that is the LAN port. Into that particular LAN port, you can connect through one connector that is called the RJ45 connector. I'm showing RJ45 connector. That is the RJ45 connector. This type of hole is there. You just check it, just inside of your laptop, or if you having the desktop, just into
Yes.
the back.
Yes, sir, it's
back
there.
side. Yes,
So
that is
নতুন
the
ল্যাপটপে পাওয়া যায় না এসব।
নতুন ল্যাপটপে অল্প একটা ছোট্ট মতো থাকে, but it is not there. You are
Solve
correct.
disease.
You are correct. On that case, the laptop only having the wireless LAN card. Okay, so through wirelessly it should be connected with the internet or with the network. So this is the wireless, this is the wired LAN card, need to be connected with this wire, should be connected using this particular connector, that is called the RJ45 connector. That is RJ45 connector. Using the RJ45 connector, one cable will be connected, and the RJ45 connector will be connected with your laptop or desktop wired LAN card.
So this is the cable which connects to the router, no? Also.
Yes, this thing, that is the cable.
Yes.
Wireless, will there be some different like a LAN card?
Different type of LAN card should be there. It has been no port are there. It will be connected wirelessly through your wireless devices, like your wireless router is there at your home, which is connected with the internet. So wirelessly should be connected. No wire should be there.
So sir, I'm asking that for wireless plus wired, same network card will be sufficient or different is required?
Different network, different.
Okay, sir.
Wireless LAN card, sometimes it is there, the USB wireless adapter. You can purchase it.
A dongle.
Dongle, exactly. So you can connect it with your USB port and install the proper driver, so it can be connected. It can be, means your system will be connected wirelessly also, means your desktop also will be connected wirelessly also, and like that way also. If you don't use the dongle, in the external a wireless LAN card also can be there in the market. It should be connected into your PCI port of your motherboard, and one antenna also will be there. So on that way you can be connected from your desktop wirelessly also. That is LAN card. Okay, so what I discussed, that IP address and MAC address should be configured into your network interface card, NIC card. very first time someone told that the IP address, private IP address can be duplicate, but public IP never be. What is public, what is private, I will discuss in the IP part. IP part is the very vast part. Will take 1 or 2 class, I think so. So, and the MAC address. I told this is the MAC address. This is my MAC address, my LAN card MAC address. If I change it, MAC address will be changed. And whatever, this is the LAN card MAC address. Okay. If I change the LAN card, my MAC address will be changed. All over the world, whatever number of LAN cards are there, every LAN card having the unique MAC address. No LAN card will be, either it will be wired or wireless. Every different, each of the LAN card will be having the unique MAC address. Now, so IP address, MAC address, done. There are different parts are there into the IP address, also into the MAC address. We'll discuss later on. Now, let's say I want to connect multiple different computer into a network. How to do that? If I having two system, obviously you can understand, I hope, that the without multiple computer means with a single computer you cannot configure network. You must have minimum 2 system. Okay, so if I want with connect 2 computer through network to this computer, LAN port will be connected through wire, and that computer also will be connected through wire. It will be directly connected through wire. It is done. But if I am having more than 2 computers, let's say 3 computers, 4 computers, so on that case, what you do, because every computer having only one LAN port by default. So if I am having 3 computers, then how to connect with these 3 computers? আমাদের ল্যাবের ইন্টারনেট ল্যাবের নেটওয়ার্ক কানেকশন দেখেছো তোমরা?
হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ
স্যার
স্যার।
কি রকম দেখেছো? একটু
স্যার
শেয়ার করো।
ওখানে একটা সেন্ট্রাল হাব টাইপের আছে যেখানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি সব।
এক মিনিট একটু আস্তে আস্তে বলো, আমিও ধরতে পারছি।
একটা ওই সেন্ট্রাল হাব আছে, মানে
ইথারনেট সুইচ হাব হ্যাজ বিন
হ্যাঁ
টোটালি
সুইচ অ্যাকচুয়ালি
একটা সুইচ আছে, দ্যাট সুইচ হ্যাভিং ইথারনেট পোর্ট, নট গিগাবিট ইথারনেট পোর্ট. Switch normally are 8 port switch, 16 port switch, 24 port switch are there. It means 8 gigabit Ethernet port will be there. Like your computer backside one Ethernet port, I told the RJ45 connector should be connected on that port. Okay, so same port are there into the switch. So every computer will be connected with the switch. So you told correctly that central network device is there, that is switch. So every computer are connected with the central devices. Okay, so on that way, when one computer wants to send data packet to other computer, it sends data packet to the switch, and then it from the switch the receiving end can receive that data. So this is the switch. Okay, now switch is the connecting device. Okay, fine. Here see, hub obsoleted, bridge obsoleted, repeater obsoleted. The repeater repeats, regenerate the signal actually, long distance data communication on that case. So switch does the same thing also, can connect, can regenerate the signal also. Another thing is the router.
স্যার রিজেনারেট মানে কি?
Regenerate means
মানে ফ্রিকোয়েন্সি বাড়িয়ে যায়।
ধরো আমি একটা ল্যান্ড নরমালি 100 মিটার স্প্যান হতে পারে। ওকে, so if I want to send the data packet beyond the 100 meter, So then the data signaling strength will be weaker. Okay.
আচ্ছা
So
amplifier.
if you regenerate, yeah, you can say that. If you regenerate the signaling strength, then it will be proper way. এখনো কি জয়েন করছো নাকি? হ্যাঁ, কি জয়েন করছো? So that is the switch. Another is the router. Router দেখেছো তোমরা? প্রত্যেকের বাড়িতে আছে।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
প্রত্যেকের বাড়িতে আছে।
Yes, sir.
ওটাকে আমরা কি বলি? ওয়্যারলেস রাউটার, কারেক্ট? কেন রাউটার বলছি?
স্যার ওটা ওয়্যারলেসলি মানে যেই ডিভাইস গুলোতে ও কানেক্টেড, ও মানে অনেকগুলো ডিভাইসকে একটা নেটওয়ার্ক অ্যাক্সেস করতে দিচ্ছে থ্রু ওয়্যারলেস, মানে ওই এক্সটার্নাল আইপি অ্যাড্রেসটাকে করছে, রুট করছে ও, মানে ওই ডিভাইস গুলোর জন্য একটা রুট করে দিচ্ছে, তৈরি করে দিচ্ছে ওই এক্সটার্নাল আইপি অ্যাড্রেসটাকে।
When I discuss about the IP address, you can understand there are two different type of networks are there. One is same network, another is different network. In IP address, there are two parts: network address, host address. I will configure. I will discuss. Okay. So, same network device means those devices which are in the same network. The switch helps to communicate with each other. But different network device, switch cannot. On that case, router. Think about your home network, internet connectivity. Your internal devices are in the same network. But when you want to communicate with me, I'm in my home, connected with the internet. You also, me also. So are in the different network. So when your internal device wants to communicate with my internal device at my home, they are connecting with two different or three different networks. The router helps to communicate with the different network devices. That is router. It means same network devices, a LAN, use switch. Different network devices must have the router to communicate with each other. What is bandwidth? What is bandwidth?
Sir,
বলো বলো।
sir, the uh, a amount of data which can be passed from a network in a certain time, we can say.
আর তোমরা খুব সিম্পল ভাষায় কথা বলতে পারো না, না?
বাংলায় বলবো স্যার?
বলো বলো। ওই দেখো আর কত কি বলে ফেললো।
স্যার যেরকম ওই সাইন ওয়েভ হয়, কস ওয়েভ হয়, ওখানে যেরকম কোভিড যেটা হচ্ছিল না, ওটাই স্যার, ওটাই সিগন্যাল মানে
স্যার জাস্ট ইন্টারনেট
লাস্ট করেছি।
সিম্পল করে কে বলতে
স্যার
পারে?
বেসিক হচ্ছে
সেকেন্ডের মধ্যে, 1 সেকেন্ডের মধ্যে বা যদি ধরে একটা
স্যার
ইউনিট টার্মের মধ্যে কতটা ডেটা লাইক 1 KB এরকম পাঠাতে, লাইক কতটা কেবলের মধ্যে কতটা ডেটা আমি রাখতে পারবো একটা টাইমে, সো সেটাকে
স্যার বেসিক্যালি যদি এটা একটা পাইপলাইন হয় জলে, তাহলে পাইপটা কতটা মোটা?
আচ্ছা আমি একটুখানি আমার নিজেকে টেস্ট করি। কে বুঝতে পারলে না একটুখানি রেসপন্স করো তো। কে বুঝে, একজন রেসপন্স করবে, সবাই যেন বুঝতে পারেনি বলে একজন রেসপন্স করো। কে বুঝতে পারলে না?
আমি পারলাম না।
আমি পারলাম। The data transfer rate is called bandwidth. বুঝতে পারলে?
Yes, sir.
দেখো তাহলে তোমরা কি বলছিলে এতক্ষণ ধরে? The data transfer rate. সিম্পল করে বোঝার চেষ্টা করো, মনে থাকবে। না হলে বইয়ের মুখস্থ করে বইয়ের পড়া বললে কিচ্ছু মনে থাকবে না, দুদিন পর পরীক্ষা দেবে ভুলে যাবে, ইতিহাস পড়ার মতো। সো দ্যাট ইজ নেক্সট। হ্যাঁ, nowadays the actually see data transfer, data send will be done through your LAN card, receive will be done through your LAN card. So LAN card should have that particular proper high speed LAN card, so that way data communication will be proper. Let's say do you know what is the LAN card speed nowadays available?
1 GB অব্দি শুনেছি।
1 Gbps.
হ্যাঁ,
1 Gbps. Before that, what? 1 Mbps, correct? So 1 Gbps. Now see, try to understand. If I'm sending data, I'm having 1 Gbps LAN card.
हेलो सर, আপনার ভয়েস
কমে যাচ্ছে, এইটা তুমি একটু খেয়াল রাখবে তো। দাঁড়াও, এবার শুনতে পাচ্ছ? এবার শুনতে পাচ্ছ ঠিকঠাক?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
দাঁড়াও, সেটিংটা করি। Yes, I'm having connected 1 Gbps LAN card. Rajrupa having connected 1 Mbps LAN card. Do we get the optimum speed? I'm sending data to Rajrupa. Do we get the optimum speed on that case?
No sir, bottlenecking will happen.
Exactly. So sometimes our speed will be decreased on that case due to this the mismatch of a LAN card speed. Okay, so that is the different troubleshooting part is there. I can give you a physical experience also, a very physical experience. In a particular lab, I've seen that the connectivity is not getting on. Sometimes it is losing its connectivity. I saw in the server part, in the server room, the switches are there. The switches having 1 Gbps port, and some old systems having 1 Mbps, not the 1 Gbps LAN card. So switch throws it in the speed of 1 Gbps, but it cannot receive the signal. It cannot understand the signaling strength. So they are not getting internet connectivity. They are not connecting with each other. আচ্ছা, তোমরা দেখেছো সুইচে একটা করে আলো ব্লিঙ্ক করে, যেটা যে পোর্টে কানেক্ট করে?
ইয়েস স্যার।
ইয়েস স্যার।
কি কি আলো থাকে? একটা থাকে গ্রিন
থাকে,
রেড থাকে, ঠিক তো? তো ওইগুলো যখন গ্রিন দেখাচ্ছে যে পোর্টগুলো, সেই পোর্টগুলোর কানেক্টিভিটি ঠিকঠাক আছে। যখন রেড এসে যাচ্ছে তখন সেই পোর্টগুলোর কানেক্টিভিটি আর ঠিক নেই। যেখানে রেড দেখাচ্ছে সেইগুলোতেই আমি দেখছি যে রিসিভিং এন্ডে 1 Mbps LAN কার্ড আছে, বাট সুইচটা আছে 1 Gbps। এটা একদম প্র্যাকটিক্যাল এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আমি শেয়ার করলাম। সো bandwidth depends, the speed depends on bandwidth, and the Ethernet LAN port also having need to same connectivity, two end same connectivity speed for the LAN card. কে জানো এটা? কে জানো এটা?
স্যার রিপিট করুন একবার কোশ্চেনটা।
আমি কিছু কোশ্চেন করছি না, আমি এটাকে দেখাচ্ছি। আমার এটা স্ক্রিন
আচ্ছা।
দেখতে পাচ্ছো?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
কে জানো এটা?
স্যার ভালো করে তো জানি, বাস জাস্ট।
ঠিক আছে, আমি জানতে চাইছি কে জানো, কি জানো। আমি তোমরা জেনে থাকলেও আমি এটাকে, আমি যা বলছি সেগুলো আবার রিপিট হবে, আমার মতো করে আবার রিপিট হবে। আমি জানতে চাইছি কে জানো। যখন বলবো তখন হেল্প করবে, এই আর কি, আমার একটু কষ্ট কম হবে। দেখি এখানে কে কে আছে।
স্যার জানি না এটা।
ঠিক আছে, এটাই চাইছিলাম অ্যান্সার। ওকে, this is the main thing. If you understand this properly, the networking can be understand, and troubleshooting part also will be very easy. What is protocol?
Set of rules.
মানে
একটা ওয়ার্ককে করার জন্য কি কি রুলস ফলো করতে হয় সেটা প্রোটোকল।
আমাকে বলো, আমাকে বলো, what is this chat? We will learn what is this, we will learn how to configure it. What is this?
স্যার ডিএইচসিপি হচ্ছে মানে ইটস লাইক যে অনেকগুলো যখন একটাতে কানেক্ট করছে তো তখন তাদেরকে আলাদা আলাদা করে লোকাল আইপি অ্যাড্রেস প্রোভাইড করে, এইটুকুই জানি।
আচ্ছা, means IP address provide করে।
হ্যাঁ,
কে কাকে?
একটা
রাউটার প্রোভাইড
যদি
করে।
হ্যাঁ, রাউটারটা সেই ডিভাইস গুলোকে প্রোভাইড করে যেই ডিভাইস গুলো ওর মধ্যে কানেক্টেড থাকবে ইয়েতে, মানে লোকাল এরিয়া নেটওয়ার্ক, মানে
না,
ওর মানে ওর সাথে যে কানেক্টেড থাকবে।
না, it is not that way. Who will generate request to give IP?
ডিভাইস যেগুলো কানেক্টেড আছে
ডিভাইস
রাউটারের সাথে।
তারপরে সে after getting the IP, then only they can be connected with that particular devices.
হ্যাঁ,
Before that, to receive IP address from the DHCP server, it needs a request, generate request. Client needs to generate request first. Then only the DHCP server will provide the IP. Okay. What is this?
Domain name system.
স্যার এটা তো ওটা যেরকম লাইক গুগল লিখলে আমরা গুগল খুলে দিই, তো গুগলে ইউআরএলটা লিখতে হচ্ছে না, বাট শুধু গুগলের নামটা দিলাম তো অটোমেটিক গুগল খুলে গেল, ওরকম টাইপের। হ্যাঁ, ওটাই ডোমেইন নেম সিস্টেম।
So this
ইউআরএল
converts
লিখতে হয় না।
the
ধরো আমি
domain
এখানে
name into
দিলাম,
IP address.
ধরো আমি এখানে দিলাম পিং, পিং, কি পেলাম? Can you see my command prompt?
yes sir.
So কি পেলাম? What we receive actually through this?
So you got the IP address of the domain from which you are getting the reply.
The IP address of the google.com.
See, IP is the first and last thing to communicate with each other from with the remote computer. IP is the first thing and last thing. হ্যাঁ, কিছু বলছো কেউ? কি দেবস্মিতা কিছু বলছো?
না স্যার।
So I can communicate with your computer or whatever remote computer only with the remote computer IP address. What is your IP address? Tell me. Tell me the public IP. What is your IP address? How to find your public IP? How to find your public IP?
So IP
IP
config.
config.
That will show you the private IP which has been received by your from your wireless device. That is not. If you say
গুগলে গিয়ে লিখলেই হলো মাই
Ex-
আইপি।
yes, what is my IP? Tell me anyone what is my IP. Your one public IP. Tell me anyone.
IPv6 দিচ্ছে বহুত বড়।
না IPv4 দেবে না?
IPv6 দিচ্ছে
ও
আমাকে।
তুমি জিও নেটওয়ার্ক ইউজ করছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, ফাইবার।
Anyone give me your public IP, IPv4 format. That is private IP. What is my IP? Tell me.
স্যার চ্যাট বক্সে দিয়েছি একটা।
Yes. That is C ping 116.193.128.204. ও আমার পিং এক্সটার্নাল পিং ডিসেবল করা আছে। আচ্ছা দেখি তবে একবার এটা। আমি বাইরে পিং করতে পারবো না। ওকে, সো আই এম পিংইং google.com. See, I can connect with the google.com using the name, but in respect of networking, name with the name cannot be connected, but with IP can be connected. So if I want to ping the google.com with the name, there should be one server which convert name to IP. Means that particular server having the database where the name respective IP, domain name respective IP should be stored. And when I ping space google.com, I am generating a DNS related query. What is the IP of the google.com? The DNS receive this and the DNS server send the IP of the google.com. I'm getting the IP. Now I can, using the IP, after getting the IP, we can connect with the internet, means google.com. So the DNS server function is to convert name to IP and send the IP to the requesting client to connect with the requested domain. That is the function of the DNS. We'll configure the DNS in later on. Can you tell me HTTPS difference? First of all, tell me what is the function of the HTTP?
স্যার পুরোটা জানি না, বাট একটা সিকিউরড একটা সিকিউরড না।
Anyone else? What is the function of the HTTP? Not properly.
সো এই ব্রাউজার থেকে সার্ভারকে কানেক্ট করার জন্য ইউজ হয়।
ব্রাউজার দিয়ে সব সার্ভার কি কানেক্ট করা যায়?
স্যার এইচটিটিপি ডকুমেন্টস গুলোকে ইয়ে করার জন্য।
তাহলে এফটিপির কাজ কি?
স্যার এইচটিটিপি আমরা ইউজ করি হচ্ছে যাতে মানে কোনো আইপি অ্যাড্রেস বা কোনো ডিএনএস এইসব জিনিস যাতে না ইউজ করতে হয়, তার জায়গায় আমরা জাস্ট মানে ওই
না 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 না
ওয়েবসাইটটার
না
নাম ইয়ে করতে পারি,
না না না
মানে
না না
হাইপার টেক্সট একটা থাকে।
না 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 মানতে পারছি না।
তাই নয়?
না। আর কেউ?
স্যার ওটাই তো ডেফিনেশন স্যার, যে ব্রাউজারের সাথে সার্ভার কানেক্ট করতে হেল্প করে, রিকোয়েস্ট রেসপন্স গুলোকে ট্রান্সফার করতে হেল্প করে, আর তো কিছু নেই।
শুনেছো মনে নেই, ওয়েব সার্ভারকে কানেক্ট করে।
তো ওটাই তো বললাম স্যার,
না,
ব্রাউজার থেকে সার্ভার কানেক্ট করতে হেল্প করে।
ব্রাউজার থেকে সার্ভার মানে কি? ব্রাউজার থেকে তুমি এফটিপি সার্ভারও কানেক্ট করতে পারো ফাইল ডাউনলোড করার জন্য।
আচ্ছা,
তুমি ওয়েব পেজটাকে ওপেন করতে চাইছো, মানে এইচটিএমএল পেজটাকে ওপেন করতে চাইছো। আমি একটা ডিএনএস রিকোয়েস্ট জেনারেট করলাম, সেই রিকোয়েস্টের অ্যানসারটা কে দেবে? ডিএনএস সার্ভার দেবে না এইচটিটিপি সার্ভার দেবে?
ডিএনএস সার্ভার দেবে।
ডিএনএস সার্ভার দেবে। তাহলে একটা it means there are different type of requests actually are there, and response on that particular server which is the authority, having the authority, that is the rules of communication protocol. If I generate the HTTP request, then only the web server will respond to you. If I generate the DNS, only the DNS server will respond to you. DHCP server, the DHCP related query, only the DHCP server will request to you. That is the different way of generating request and receiving the response. It will be differentiate, and it will be maintained by the protocol. Which type of request actually we are generating, accordingly response will be received. That is the protocol. Devosmita, can you hear me? Devosmita Pariksha, can you hear me? Devosmita, unmute yourself. The way of communication are three types: broadcasting, multicasting, unicasting. What do you mean by the unicast? No one. Okay, I want to share one document file which will be discussed in the next class. Okay, so how to share?
Sir, share it in our class mail ID.
স্যার মেল আইডিটা আমি আপনাকে ইয়েতে দিচ্ছি, চ্যাটে দেবো।
আমাকে আমাকে কোনো ইয়ে দাও না, হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার দাও না, আমি শেয়ার করে দিচ্ছি।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি আপনাকে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার থেকে পিং করে দিচ্ছি।
করো। নেমটা লেখো।
আচ্ছা স্যার, এই সাবজেক্টের গুগল ক্লাসরুমটা কবে ক্রিয়েট হবে?
হ্যাঁ, কথা বলে দেখছি।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
আমি তমজিৎকে শেয়ার করে দিচ্ছি। আইপি অ্যাড্রেসিং নিয়ে ক্লাস করব। ওকে, সো
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
আমি ওটাকে এক্ষুনি শেয়ার করছি, তোমরা নিয়ে নিও। হ্যাঁ, ডান, সেন্ড করেছি।
হ্যাঁ স্যার পেয়েছি।
তুমি শেয়ার করে দিও। Topology means the physical orientation of your network. How the different networking devices are connected with each other, that is called topology. The physical orientation of your network. These are the different topologies are there. The bus topology, ring topology, star topology, mesh topology. Extended star hierarchical topology is a different category of star topology, and combination of different these four topologies are there. But main is the bus, ring, star, mesh. The internet is using the mesh topology. These are the different node. Can you see my cursor? Mouse cursor, can you see?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
is, these are the different node, means the networking devices, host. It's shaped like a ring. They are connected with each other. So ring topology. Now tell me, which kind of topology you can find in your lab or wherever mostly? Is it bus? Is it ring? Is it star? Or is it mesh?
Ring or bus?
The bus.
Sir, it's bus.
আর কেউ কিছু বলবে? বুঝলাম. Let me explain everything. The bus topology, this is the main backbone cable is there, and from the backbone cable every host are connected. So one backbone cable should be there. It means the main thing is the backbone cable. If any backbone cable gets problem, the whole network will be corrupted. another thing. In the bus topology, try to notice my cursor. This host wants to send data packet to this host, means first one, the last one. On the same time, this host wants to send data packet to this host. Can they do it? Can they send it
Yes, sir, but
simultaneously?
others will be able to read that.
One by one হবে, I guess.
Yes, see, if this host wants to send data packet to this host, it sends data packet through the backbone, and on the same time, this host wants to send data packet to this host on a common path is there. It means data collision will be occurred, correct?
Yes, sir.
So at a time, only one host can send data packet using the bus topology. The ring topology, like the same. It sends data packet to here, up to this. But it cannot send data packet to here. Clockwise data transfer will be done. Clockwise. Haphazardly, it send data packet to the last one. First one wants to send data packet to last one, cannot. It sends data packet to step by step, clockwise. Here also the ring is the, if any host gets problem, then the whole network will be problem. তোমরা কালী পুজোয় আমরা তো বাড়িতে ওই যে সেই টুনি বাল্ব লাগাই না, লাগাও
হ্যাঁ
তোমরা?
স্যার, একটা লাইট ফিউজ হলে
Yes,
সব
sir.
কটা বন্ধ
Yes,
হয়ে যাবে।
sir.
একদম,
sir.
that is the same example. If any host gets problem, then whole network will be damaged. Star topology. One central devices will be there. Switch. From the switch, different hosts are directly connected. From the switch, direct connected. So if one sends data packet to other, it sends data packet to the switch and then on. And if any host gets problem, then that particular switch port just disconnect that particular port. You can understand which port it is connected, because when you connect with the switch, respective switch port LED will be blinking. So you can find out easily what is the problem. Just disconnect it, repair it, and again connect it. Very useful. Mesh topology. See, every host are directly connected with every host. It is quite expensive to configure, but they are directly connected with each other. They can communicate directly with each other. The mesh. এবার বলো কোন টোপোলজিটা তোমরা দেখতে পাও?
স্যার স্টারটা বেশি দেখতে পাই।
এগ্রি সবাই?
Yes, sir. Start.
Yes, sir.
The star topology you can find everywhere, because not so expensive to configure. Find out trouble is very easy, and data communication will be done centrally. Can monitor. That's why the star topology is very popular topology. Good. আমি এবার দেখবো সুইচ এন্ড রাউটারের না কেবিল গুলো বলে দিই আগে। নেটওয়ার্কিং মিডিয়া। নেটওয়ার্ক কেবিল দেখেছো, যেগুলো কানেক্টেড থাকে তোমাদের ডেস্কটপে, দেখেছো?
Yes,
হ্যাঁ
sir.
স্যার।
Yes,
মানে
sir.
কভার কেবিলগুলো, তাই না? আমি আগেই বলে দিই, এখন এইট কেবিল থাকে না, 4টে কেবিল থাকে, এইগুলো 8 কেবিল থাকে। ক্যাট 6 কেবিল যেগুলো আছে, এগুলোকে বলা হয় ইউটিপি কেবিল, টুইস্টেড পেয়ার কেবিল। Twisted pair cables are two types. One is the UTP and STP, shielded twisted pair cable and unshielded twisted pair cable. এই কেবিলগুলো categorized name are there, that is the cat 6, cat 5e, cat 6e. Those are the cable name. Means if you want to purchase cable, you need to tell the cat 6 cable, please give me cat 6 cable. They can understand it is the LAN cable, they will provide you. If you say give me cat 6e cable, cat 6e, cat CAT category, cat 6e cable, they will provide you the cat 6e cable. And two types of cables, network cables are there. One is the UTP cable, another is the STP cable. This is the UTP cable, this is the UTP cable, twisted. They're twisting with each other, okay? So 4 pairs of cables are there, it means the 8 cables are there, okay? That's why in your LAN port 8 pin will be there, okay? So these 8 cable will be connected using this RJ45 connector. Count it, 8 pins are there. So 8 pins will be connected, 8 cable will be connected using the 8 pin, and it will be connected with your LAN port. There is also having the 8 pin. So that is the UTP cable. Now I am showing STP cable. What is the difference in between these two?
আউটার জ্যাকেট আছে একটা।
কেন? আগে বলো কোনটা ভালো, এবার বলো কেন?
বাইরের ইন্টারফারেন্স
এক্স্যাক্টলি, এই ওয়ার্ডটাই আমি শুনতে চাইছিলাম, ইন্টারফারেন্স। হোয়াট ইজ ইন্টারফারেন্স?
বাইরের কোনো ওয়্যারলেস নেটওয়ার্ক
বাইরে আসবে কেন? তারা নিজেরাই তো ইন্টারফারেন্স ক্রিয়েট করে,
তো একটু হ্যাঁ, উইথিন দ্য কেবলস তো ইন্টারফারেন্স হতে পারে,
ক্রিয়েট করে, ঠিক কি না?
নয়েজ ক্রিয়েট হতে পারে তার জন্য,
ঠিক কি না?
হ্যাঁ।
We know about the when the electrical signal will pass through some media, it will generate the magnetic field also, okay? So electromagnetic field, so they can hamper the signaling strength to other cable. So that's why the shield is very important.
can it cause distortion in data?
Exactly. So that is the STP cable. Now cat 6e cable don't have the 8 wire, you can find there 4 cables are there only, it means 2 pair. So that is the STP cable and UTP cable. So it is not expensive, very frequently, everywhere you can find the STP cable to connect the internet. Another is the coaxial cable. দেখেছো coaxial cable? না বলো
না স্যার।
হ্যাঁ স্যার দেখেছি,
বাড়িতে
পুরানো
যেটা
দিনের কেবল
সেটটা
লাইন,
বসে কানেক্ট হয় টিভি কেবল, ওইটা
পুরানো দিনের কেবল লাইন বা এখনকার কেবল লাইন।
একদম। বাড়িতে টিভি নেই,
স্যার ওটাই বললাম স্যার, সেটটা বক্সে এটা কানেক্ট হয়।
ওই যে রাজরূপা বললো না স্যার,
না টিভি নেই স্যার,
গুড, কেন? ঠিক করেছে,
ক্লাস 8 থেকে নেই।
ঠিক করেছে, ব্যাটাকে জব্দ করে দিয়েছে। So that TV cable is the Cat6, coaxial cable. So আগে coaxial cable ইউজ হতো, এখন আর ইউজ হয় না, means networking এর রেসপেক্টে. So that is the BNC connector is there. ওই সেট টপ বক্সে যে কানেক্টিভিটিটা আছে, that is the BNC connector. Here the main cable is this. Main cable is this copper conductor. Insulator, a solid insulator, that is plastic insulator is there, and over the insulator copper shielding will be there. That helps to decrease the that is টার্মটা কি বললে ভুলে গেলাম, interference. That is decrease the interference. Next is outer jacket will be there. Fiber optic cable, have you seen?
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes sir.
The long distance when the data need to be transferred in the long distance manner, the fiber optic cable is there. It is very scientifically good and expensive, but long distance due to light wave will be transmit, not the electrical signal will be transmit, so it will not create the interference or anything else. And with the speed of light it sends the signal, so it is very fast and very secure. So long distance signal can be send the long distance way, so fiber optic cable can be used like that way. These are the SC/ST connector need to be used to connect with the fiber optic cable. Okay. Okay. That is kind of network, internet. Try to understand. These are the switch. This is switch, this is switch. Switch is connected with this host, this is two host. They can communicate with each other using the switch. But when this host wants to communicate this host, it sends data packet switch, router, switch, host. And this host, this network and that network is two different network. That's why Kolkata office network, Mumbai office network, router is connected. So when Kolkata office any host wants to send data packet to Mumbai office, it sends data packet to router received by the Mumbai office, then received by the host. That is the way of communication. The two different network. Now, how to understand these two different network? Based on the IP address. The IP part, 32-bit binary address, having two types of address. One is network address, another is host address. These two hosts are in the same network. That's why network address of these two hosts will be same, but the host part must be unique. Likewise, these two hosts, network address should be unique, but different from this network address. And the host part will be unique. So seeing the IP address, we can understand those are in the same network or different network. Will be discussed in the next class. IP part, very important. Everybody should understand. If not, promptly question me, ask me. I want everybody should understand the IP part. in networking, it is very, very important. Okay, so thank you for the day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.